This is going to be a little bit of a different video. So today we are going to be reacting to Ghost Adventures. I have done a video where I reacted to MTV's Fear. I'll link that in the cards if you guys want to watch that. I was thinking about making this into a series because there's tons of shows and things I could react to as a paranormal investigator. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Christine. I'm a paranormal investigator. I have investigated paranormal for a number of years. I think it's somewhere between 8 and 10 years. I have lost count. I am not a fan of Ghost Adventures. I have never been a fan of Ghost Adventures. I liked the documentary, and that was it. I remember liking the documentary, but not loving it, and never loving it enough to become a fan of the show. I disagree with a lot of the tactics. I understand why people like it. It is comical and it is entertaining, which people like, and I understand, but as a paranormal investigator myself, it's just a little too much for me, and it's a little too much for my personality in general. I'm a little bit more laid back. I've investigated places that Zach Bagans has investigated, but I'm just gonna go watch the last episode of Ghost Adventures. We're gonna see what that was. 25 seasons, wow. Okay. The last one, as I'm filming this, I can't see. The last one, as I'm filming this, is Mountain Oaks Mayhem. I'm gonna try to get through it. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I will I don't really put on Ghost Adventures that often, but sometimes when I do, can't watch it all, so I'm gonna try. I'm so dumb. I wanted to put on the last one. I put on a different one.
I honestly feel my brother is possessed. If you're on your own, it's going to go after you.
Are we gonna walk in here and be possessed?
I see a creepy face in there.
I feel like we should get out.
Stop! Oh, God!
There have been people that have set foot inside of this house that have feared for their own life. Bill and Della Hoffman bought this house over 60 years ago, but their son's room was an unsafe place, and something drove him from the house when he was only 18.
College.
Some always say these locations that we investigate, we don't find them. They find us.
That's so dramatic. The way he's standing, he looks insecure.
There's a lot of
he's kind of like, he's not standing straight.
Going on with the family. What they want to know is what is inside has been causing
what is his name?
And has been plaguing them for years.
Aaron. I don't know why. I know his name. I'm having a mental block today. Aaron's facial expressions get me every time. He's funny.
I think we're going to be exposed to it.
I was gonna call him Andrew. I was like, that's not his name.
I love this house.
I wonder if they told her she had to wear black.
I'm sorry.
She's in all black too. I mean, I'm in all black most of the time, so today. But they're always in all black.
Linda says she and her brother are estranged after disagreements about what to do with the house, which is now unoccupied.
When I was taking care of my mother, he turned me into Adult Protective Services twice. He turned me into the Glendale Police Department. He turned me into the DA's office so they could investigate me for hurting my mother and stealing from her. And then one of the people who investigated me said that none of it was true, that the only reason that he had done this was he hated me. I honestly feel my brother is possessed.
Okay, so I don't believe possession, and I think that she probably got, I mean, this is all speculation, but I think she probably got the house in her parents' will, and it's a fight over property. That happens all the time.
When your brother lived in this home, was he ever feeling anything, ever experiencing anything?
When he was a small boy, he would wake up sometimes with someone on top of him, keeping him from getting up and breathing.
Did he see them, or did he feel like that was happening?
Human, and it had attacked in this room before. When Linda was a young girl, her mother noticed
So you just felt like that.
loitering outside the house.
Then it could be.
We went down, introduced ourselves, said, "Can we help you?" And he said, "I used to live in this house when I was a little boy." And my mom said, "Well, come on in, you know." He said, "No, I won't go in the house. I'm terrified.
Come on
I
in."
won't go in it."
Really?
Yes.
Why are you letting strangers in?
He then told us the reason he was terrified of the house was he was in my brother's bedroom. He would wake up in the middle of the night, not being able to breathe because someone was hovering over his body.
Wow, so he was having the same exact
Yeah, my brother.
occurrences as your brother.
He told us there was a fire in the corner one night. The bed went across the room with him in it, and then this fire started in the corner.
He was in the bed, and the bed went across the room by itself, and
By
a fire
itself.
started.
These are all things I don't necessarily believe could happen, but I would never discount somebody's experiences. It's just they're
Fires are starting
almost
by themselves,
impossible.
and you have a bed flying across the room. You're getting into some serious demonic type.
And I don't believe in
That's why I feel my brother has
demons,
somehow
really. I'm like really cold right now.
The lady gonna kill her.
Anemia problems.
We just got a piece of information that really kind of just blew us away. We just found out that her father was a Los Angeles sheriff. He not only once transported Charles Manson attempted
I see where this is going.
him into aiding his
And I'm not a
escape
fan.
out of jail.
There's gonna be like a
And
curse
This man denied
put on by Charles Manson.
Now we all know what happened when people denied Charles Manson to publish and make his music album.
It has been speculated that Charles Manson targeted the home of victim Sharon because it was the former home of music producer
Can we be more
Terry
exploitive?
Melcher, who rejected Manson's
Can we be more
music.
exploitive?
So to have somebody like Charles Manson, who is known to brainwash people and have the power to manipulate minds into doing his killings, did he curse
No.
this man, Linda's
He
father,
did not.
for not aiding in his escape? And
What is
her
your
father
evidence
bring
of that?
curse here,
I thought
where it then
this house
spread
was haunted
like a virus
prior to them being
into the
here.
whole home, into the family.
So this is conflicting of what was said earlier.
So to have this discovery, to add this into the investigation, it sheds a whole other dark light.
Not everything's related.
And it's all centering around the home that has been known and documented to be haunted for decades.
I'll say visually, I like the way
So
they
what
film
have you
Ghost
done for
Adventures. I think
We don't
visually
know.
it's nice. I like the editing. It's the content
Is in
that
Southern California, within these canyons, within these mountains, there are very high levels
Earthy.
of geomagnetic energies being generated by natural occurring fault lines, things like that. When
Yes.
you have that much energy being conducted in the ground, that
Bring
can
science.
also amplify emotions.
feel like they
of the
rarely bring
past
science into
and
things.
create nests for entities, demons, spirits, everything.
I thought we were going to talk about EMF and like the actual mental things they can do to you, but never mind. Apparently we're not.
I demand you to show yourself and make your mark with us.
He gets tough with the spirits as well, which kind of annoys me.
What was
that?
that?
What was that?
That was
That
loud.
was from up there. Cool.
Then go up there.
Nice and slow there.
He
We
sent
moved towards
Aaron,
the sounds
of course.
something
That's
moving
another
from the
thing. Like, does he ever go up on his own? I know people are gonna get mad at me for not being up his ass, but I'm sorry, I
I
can't.
see a creep face in there. It's dark in there, but there's a
Go
face.
in there then.
What is it?
Doll.
Huh?
It's a clown doll.
Oh, my grandfather had a clown doll back
Just
in the day.
terrified me sits on the bed in Linda's brother's room.
Bring that religious religious doll in here. There's nothing religious in this room. It's the most evil room in the house, and why isn't there anything religious in this room?
They got a nun doll.
Ow!
A
What was that, dude? I handed that to you and I bumped your
Shock.
hand and like, not shock, but like pain in my, right here. I bumped your finger and like, like,
Something was breathing in my ear.
I heard something like,
Did you hear that?
Something just go past your face. Check it.
Everybody, calm down.
We need to check that.
Everybody
I just saw
calm
a
down.
light go past that face.
There's so much going on right now. It's hard to follow.
What's wrong? What is this?
Oh God, are you serious?
Oh, I play. It's a Ouija.
Linda used this spirit board in the house when she was growing up here.
There's a reason why it's here. This is the board that is in calibration with the home. There,
Yeah.
get down here.
That
It's
day
fine.
you played.
No, get down here right now.
No.
I
Are
play.
you serious?
Yeah, I feel a bad feeling about that.
No.
Go ahead, Jay.
No.
I can't
Get on your knees right now.
fault him. A lot of people don't like it,
So Jay's,
but
Jay's good at this. Go ahead, dude. You got it.
Asking you, maybe there's
Are you serious?
I'm denying, yeah.
Aaron's refusal speaks volumes about the transcendent power of the house.
does he
Jay
normally?
takes his place at the board.
I remember. Okay, so I honestly haven't seen that many.
Can you help this family?
Let me pause this.
Linda?
I haven't seen that many episodes. Aaron just refused to play Ouija, and apparently that speaks with volumes. But I do remember in the documentary, Aaron being like freaked out because I think they got like the word devil was on an EVP or something. It's been so long, you'll have to refresh my memory. I don't even know where you can watch the documentary today. I remember him being freaked out and not wanting to take part in the investigation at that point because he was like religious, I think. So does he normally take part in Ouija board sessions? I don't know. It's not the first time for him to be freaked out about something like that. I know that. So it doesn't really speak volumes to me, but I also, as a person who hasn't watched many episodes, I don't really know. I've watched, I would say, there's a lot of seasons, as we established. Maybe a total of 15 episodes. Probably not even, honestly. I don't know.
This board and talk to us?
The last time I put it on, I had to turn off. They were yelling so much. It was annoying.
Do you feel like there's energy flowing through it? And I feel like it's like vibrating.
Take out your EMF detector and do a scan real quick.
Super uncomfortable.
Get some
Using
actual
an unfamiliar
proof.
spirit board in a house claimed to be full of deadly evil forces.
Don't just say, oh, there's just so much energy going through so you can feel it. Well, I can't.
All the cell doors.
Document something with some scientific basis, please.
Don't put those thoughts in my head.
Don't put...
Don't put those thoughts in my head.
Okay. Since you guys can't see what's going on, Zach Bagans and I forget his name, but the other dude, not Aaron, not Billy, the other one. They are playing a game. They're playing Ouija, and they stop, and Zach just goes, "No, don't put those thoughts in my head. Don't put those thoughts in my head. Don't put those thoughts in my head." Talking to himself, I hate that. From the few episodes I've seen, he always does things like this, where he's very vague. He says something very mysterious that's supposed to be creepy, like the spirits are speaking with him psychically. Like, it's like he believes his own hype, thinks that he's all that, and thinks like all these spirits are calling out to him. And that's a little ridiculous to me. That's just how I feel about that.
Yeah. No, the EMF. It's right there at the entrance of that.
Well, they're going to use an EMF detector.
6.1, 3.0.
6?
Thank you for doing that. That's something that I personally enjoy to see, is people to take out their EMF detector and do things like that.
Something very bad, dark, negative in
temperature, monitor things
I
like
feel a
that.
strong need to get out of the house. But on the way to the stairs, I begin to feel troubling physical effects.
Jeez, dude, stop.
He's doing the most.
Why
Let me,
are you doing
hold
that?
on. You guys need to see this.
I feel a strong need to get out of the house. But on the way to the stairs, I begin to feel troubling physical effects.
Oh, jeez, dude, stop. Why is it doing that? My legs won't stop doing that. There's just pins and needles real bad, both my feet. Really, really bad. Like it's coming up through the ground. That wasn't a good idea to use that thing. No. That's why you didn't do it. I thought I was done. I thought this was it.
Oh my gosh, as a person who almost died on multiple occasions, shut up, Zach Bagans.
I'm gonna stay out here for a minute, and Aaron, Jay, Billy, go up there. Billy's gonna run the XLS camera to see if we can see any of these spirits. Aaron, I want you to focus in on communication. Jay, document everything with the camera. I'm gonna be an extra set of eyes, and let's just play it by ear. We don't know what's gonna happen.
He like does the least. He does the most in the dramatics, and then he does the least in the investigation. You all go to the house and investigate, you do all the creepy stuff. I'm gonna sit here and be an extra set of eyes. Okay, bye. They're doing the SLS camera, and I just want to say that's not my favorite thing. I know a lot of people like it, and I know people who do like it. It's just like not something that I vibe with in an investigation. It feels very much like when you use your camera and your camera focuses on something as a face that's not the face recognition of your camera. That's what it feels like to me. It feels like face recognition, just mistaking things. It could be one of those things you have to use it to like it, because I used to not like the spirit box, and then I used it and I liked it. So it could be one of those things you need to use it before you make up your mind. But that's my initial opinions on it, and I probably will never buy an SLS camera.
Hey, spirits of the house. I'm Aaron, this is Bill and Jay. You might remember us.
Like I said, hey, it's spirits of the house.
I just got a strong urge to come inside there. As I have this weird feeling as if something is calling me inside, I let Aaron
Now something's calling him
up to the
inside.
second floor while Billy swings the XLS back over
It's
to
all
the
about
stairs
him,
and
I
captures
swear.
the same figure as before, only this time it seems to be traveling up the stairs.
Getting away from Zach Bagans.
Do you feel like there's energy flowing through it?
No. Don't put those.
I'm going to ask you some questions through this device, okay? I want you to answer them. Zach! You just said Zach's name, you heard that,
I
right?
didn't hear Zach. Oh, maybe.
Zach! You just said Zach's name, you heard that, right?
It's so hard to
After the
understand
guys hear a spirit say my name,
these
Jay
things
says the
sometimes.
room is
I have to
getting
listen to
very
my
hot while
own
Aaron
spirit
says
box
it's
like a
getting
million
colder.
times before I can figure out what the hell it's saying.
I'm starting to get like a neck pain. I don't feel well.
It could be old age, Aaron. It could be old age.
Whoa. The figure now seems to jump across the bed and appear again. This is incredible.
Why is it incredible? I feel like a lot of ghost adventures is them hyping up their own evidence, even when it's not that great. Alright, so I think sometimes what makes a really good investigation is collectively having a lot of small things happen. Other times it's having one really amazing experience. I mean, everything's different, but I feel like ghost adventures, they don't just collectively think of all the little things that happen. They try to hype up as much as they can every little thing, where sometimes it's just something little. And in my opinion, I figure being on the SLS camera a couple times isn't amazing. It's a little thing combined with maybe the spirit box response that they just got, their own experiences, collectively looking at it, you would think more about the investigation and think, oh, this is incredible. There is a figure on the SLS camera. This is such an incredible piece of evidence. Not really. Also, I want to say I'm really bored. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting pretty bored, and I'm thinking about making guacamole while I'm watching this. So that's how I feel about Ghost Adventures. Aaron just got so hyped. We love that.
Who are you?
Someone do two voices saying bad there.
Are you did you live here? Why are you messing with the child and the kids here? They had
I thought I heard it say you.
I've gotten that a couple of times.
It was a lady's voice, and that's the bed where the lady apparently tried to kill the other lady.
yeah.
Really captures this very interesting anomaly in the mirror.
I'm actually gonna turn
Could
this
this
up.
mirror be an active portal?
Or it could be something in the reflection of the mirror that the SLS is picking up as a figure. He's encouraging the spirit to mess with Aaron, to hurt Aaron. That's weird to me.
I don't know why you're so angry. How did you get here in this house? Stay there. Go back in there.
You come in here.
Go back in there.
You come in here.
I'll stay here for a second.
Just say.
I don't know why you're so angry. How did you get here in this house? Stay there. Go back in there.
You come in here.
Go back in there.
You come in here.
I'll stay here for a second.
Just say
I
it.
don't listen. I don't go back in there.
I'm not going back in there.
Go back in there, Aaron.
No, you come with me then.
I'm moving in towards Aaron. I want you to do something to that guy in there. You should.
First of all, they're arguing like a married couple. Second of all, I don't like how he just kind of demands people to do things they're not comfortable with. I thoroughly believe that if the person you're investigating with isn't comfortable with doing something, then don't make them do it. I think that you should have boundaries and you should respect other people's boundaries. Now, when I investigate, I don't really feel like I need to leave many times, like ever. Really, one time it happened to me where I wanted to leave, and that was it. I usually just stick it out, even if like maybe I don't feel great. If I'm a little nervous, I'll stick it out, which doesn't really happen that often, but I just stick it out. And I would never expect everyone else to do that, though. So if I'm investigating with a friend and they tell me they're uncomfortable and they want to leave, well, they can leave that room and I'll go in. That's just how I think it should be handled.
As I review the recorder, we capture a very creepy, dark voice.
What the? Dude, let me hear that up close.
How do you hear that all the way over there? I can barely hear that. It sounds like a sentence. I wish they would enhance the audio and put it in.
There's moments in time when we do this, and sometimes you can feel when it's about to enter into
Whoa. I just got freezing cold.
It's going to your
Oh, come here.
No.
Aaron, get up here right now. Do not leave. Aaron, come up here right now.
Let them leave.
Billy, get up.
After that EVP, I feel something inject me with a sudden burst of aggression. Billy then sees a light anomaly appear to shoot out of me. What makes this anomaly even more compelling is that this is the only one we capture. The entire...
I feel like he uses the paranormal as an excuse to be a jerk to people. He is always being so nasty. It's rarely I see anyone else act like that ever on this show or any other show that I watched. And I've never experienced anyone act like that, and I've never acted like that. He is just so rude, and some of the things he has said in the past about like wanting to hurt people, that is weird, and I feel like he uses the paranormal as an excuse to treat people badly. That is what it feels like as a viewer and as a paranormal investigator who has gone to some dark places. I went to the Conjuring house and didn't ever feel like this. So I have questions if the way he acts is sincere, if him acting like he's going to hurt somebody is sincere. Is that really how you feel in that moment? And if it is, have you gone to therapy? Is it maybe a mental illness? Because I have never experienced this on a paranormal investigation, and I have my reservations if it can happen. We got about 10 more minutes, and honestly, I really don't feel like watching it. I watched enough. I think you guys can get a feel for how I feel about Ghost Adventures and the crew. I think that they are very dramatic. I think that Zach Bagans doesn't respect people's boundaries, and I think that he blows smoke up his own ass. I'm sorry. I know this is so controversial, and people are going to be mad about it, but that's just how I feel, and you're entitled to love him. You know, you really are. If you love him, that's cool. I have friends that love Zach Bagans, and that's fine. I can see why people like the show. I can see why people think it's entertaining. Personally, it's a little too far-fetched for me, and like I said, my personality is pretty calm. If you watch my investigations, I think that I have remained pretty calm through most of them. I do get excited, and I'll get happy during them, or I'll think something that happens really cool and exciting, but I never act really mean to people, and I don't like that. I don't like the way he acts towards people, and I don't think that we should be pretending like it's the paranormal. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want, I can react to maybe episodes of investigations where we investigated the same place. So if this goes over well, I will look into some of the places that I investigated that they investigated. I'm sure they did the Conjuring house. I know they did Eastern State. I did Eastern State. They did a couple. I have tea on the Gettysburg one, but I don't think I can share it. Oh, I know for a fact some tea about the Gettysburg one, but I just don't think I can share. You guys know I'm in Gettysburg a lot. I know some people in Gettysburg, so I do know some stuff. I can watch the Gettysburg one. It will be really hard to not tell you guys because I want to. And if I could, I would. But, yeah. We'll leave it at that. Let me know if you guys want me to react to some of those episodes where I investigated the same places, because it'll be interesting to see if I have some similar experiences as them. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.